What's up, everybody? My name is Brian, and you are watching 7 Days to Brian. Hello, and welcome to the second episode of my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. A little recap here on the first episode. We were picked up by a Mind Flayer ship known as a nautiloid. The Mind Flayers infected us with a parasite, and we were able to escape the nautiloid ship. And actually, the ship crashed on the beach here. You can see its remains here. It's these giant tentacle arms across the beach here. So anyway, my character is Woody Treeleaf.
A lot on my mind, and well, in it.
He is a wood elf bard, and yeah, actually hit a level up point at the end of the last episode. So we're gonna go ahead and level up now. So hit points go from 18 to 24. We're going to gain a spell slot and the Jack of all trades class feature, which means we get to add half of our proficiency bonus to our ability checks that we're not proficient in. We gain an action called Song of Rest. You and your allies are revitalized as though you would have taken a short rest. So that's actually an awesome ability. It's like you're limited to 2 short rests per day between taking long rests, and this lets you take basically a third one by using that option. And I get to learn a spell and replace a spell. What spell do I want to learn? I think I want to learn Speak with Animals. It feels like a good one for me. I'm not going to unlearn any of the spells that I have. I'm going to keep the ones I have here. Alright, so I'm going to accept the changes. And I'm now level 2 bard. So I'm going to take a little time to explore the beach here.
Moving ahead.
Oh, there's a body up here.
What's hiding here?
Mangled Fisher. He has a few gold pieces. We'll take that.
What's up for discussion?
Oh, this is our friend Shadowheart from the nautiloid. Let's wake her.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
Perhaps it was some dramatically timed divine intervention.
The divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
What happened to our Gith friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
You want to stay together, I take it?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Alright, we're going to level up Shadowheart now. She is a level 2 cleric. She goes from 20 to 27 hit points. She gains a spell slot and a channel divinity charge. She learns how to turn undead, so she can pray to turn all undead that she can see away from her. And she learns Invoke Duplicity. Distract your enemies with an illusion. Within 3 meters of the illusion, attack rolls have advantage for you and your allies. Alright. Then let's check out what she has for prepared spells. She has Inflict Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Healing Word, Shield of Faith, and Cure Wounds. I feel like those are good spells, actually. That's a good combination. So let's keep that. We'll accept that. I did a lot of looting on that ship, and I want to make sure that I'm equipping all my characters as well as I possibly can. And in fact, she's currently wearing a chain shirt, which is a 13 armor class, and I can give her the scale mail, which will be a 14 armor class. And let's equip her with a ranged weapon. I'll give her one of my light crossbows. Alright, perfect. There's a lot of wreckage on this beach, and there's some dead bodies. We're just going to go around and loot everything. I found some fish. Fish are worth camp supplies. Anything that's edible or any drink usually is worth, has a camp supplies value. Every time you take a long rest, which fully heals everybody, gives everybody all their spell slots back. Anytime you do that, you have to use up a certain number of camp supplies. So picking up all those items that have a camp supply value are a good thing. So this poor bastard died after receiving a love letter, to which he probably never got to reciprocate. Alright, ancient sigil circles. These are teleport points for fast travel. So when I find more of these, I'll be able to travel between them instantaneously. Alright, there's a door up here. That is locked.
Maybe there's another entrance.
I don't have any thieves' tools yet, so I can't unlock it.
But that will fit in my pack.
Alright, let's see what's in here. Uh-oh.
One strike could be lethal.
Alright, so hit him with my rapier, and now I'm going to do a flourish, which is a bonus action that lets me get a less damaging hit on him, but it can possibly throw him off balance. Uh-oh. There's all sorts of these little guys. Alright, Shadowheart's gonna use Firebolt. And she's gonna push this guy away from me. There we go. She's gonna run up here. I am going to use that. Oh, it didn't work. I'm gonna come up behind him and try to push him into the fire. See how that... Yes, that worked. I love that. Ooh, he got me. Alright. Shadowheart's gonna use Inflict Wounds. That hits pretty hard. Then she's gonna push him away from her. Oh no, he got her! Alright, I'm going to hit him with my rapier. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word at Shadowheart so she wakes up. Oh no! Alright, yeah, push him away. Nope, he won't be pushed away. Damn it. Alright. Let's Healing Word her again.
Can't give up.
She's gonna try to push him away again. Nope, it's not working. Oh, he missed her that time. Good.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Alright. Nice. So we kill those intellect devourers. Let's climb up here and see what's going on over here. Nope, nothing up here. Oh, there's a body over there. Can I jump across? Nope, it's just slightly too far for me to jump across. I want to loot these mind flare bodies because you never know what's in them. Void bulb and potion of healing. I'm going to use my Song of Rest. Alright, so that healed us for some of our damage that we had. He's got a potion of speed and a spiked bulb, that's good. Okay, there's some chests over here. Thieves' tools. So with the thieves' tools we can pick locks. Let's try that out right here.
Should do it.
So I've got my thieves' tools. I'm going to get +2 to my roll because I have dexterity. +1 from my Jack of all trades ability. And then I'm going to have Shadowheart cast guidance on me, which will add a 4-sided die to my roll. Okay, so I rolled a 9, +2, +1, plus another 1. Alright, that's a successful roll. So now we can open the trunk. There's a leather helmet and some gold in there. Alright, let's equip that leather helmet. That will give me +1 to my dexterity saving throws. Oh, there's a man over here. Let's go see what he's up to.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Ooh.
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
If this is a robbery, you're off to a bad start, friend.
I just need information. I saw you scuttling about on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It connected us.
A worm. Of course. That explains things. Somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I might have done the same where the roles reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I'm going to introduce myself and tell him that I'm a Baldurian too.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately, they'll turn us into Mind Flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Hell yeah, I like that attitude. You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Alright. Astarion. He is ready to go to level 2. He is a rogue. It's going to go from 10 to 17 hit points. He gains cunning actions, hide, dash, and disengage. These are normally actions for most characters. He gets to do them as bonus actions. That is definitely one of the nice benefits of being a rogue. Alright, so...
A mind flayer. It's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
Let's say, this isn't right. And I'm gonna step away.
Can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
I'm gonna take advantage of the lapse and break
The
free.
monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
I'm gonna close those eyes forever. Oh, curb stomp. Here's another one of these ancient sigil circles, but there's something going on with this one.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Let's touch it. Ouch.
A hand? Anyone?
Alright, I'm gonna tune myself to the sigil's magic and bid it to quiet down. I'm gonna have Shadowheart give me guidance on this one. Very nice, I passed my roll.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you alright?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the nautiloid as well.
I was, yes.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
As Bard, I'm going to say I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Alright. Gale goes to level 2. He is a wizard of the evocation subclass. I'm gonna leave him there. I can choose, but I will leave him at his standard choice. It's a pretty good class. I'll pick a couple of spells. What spells does he already know? I want to add Burning Hands and Magic Missile. Actually, how about Shield instead of Magic Missile? Shields can be really helpful. So, I'm only allowed to have 5 prepared spells. Those are my choices. Grease, Thunderwave, Shield, Witch Bolt, and Magic Missile. Alright, let's continue exploring here.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Oh gods! You've caught a scout! The Geth invasion force is right behind me. Save yourselves! Alright, we aced this test.
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Now that they're out of earshot, sure. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for these guys to walk away.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
I'm gonna shoot her cage open.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
What exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Alright, we journey together. Let's find this creche.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Alright, so now Lae'zel has joined our party. Let's level her up. She is a fighter. She's going from 12 to 20 hit points, and she's gaining the Action Surge ability, which allows her to gain an extra action during her turn. Alright, so you'll notice I now have 5 people in my party. I'm using a mod that allows me to have a larger party. Usually you're limited to 4 people. What I'm going to do is, once I hit 6 people in my party, I'm going to increase to the highest difficulty level so that the fights become more satisfying. But I really like keeping all the party members in the party because you get all the little story elements that way. I find it a lot more satisfying. We're going to give Lae'zel the Everburn Blade that we took off of that devil on the nautiloid. So that is a great sword to replace her long sword, and this great sword does additional fire damage. So it's going to be an awesome weapon for her. I'm actually going to also give her the leather helmet that I had equipped on my main character there, because he doesn't really like the way that it affects his hair.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second! What's going on? Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
Uh-oh.
By the 9 hells! Open the gate! Cannon! No! Shit! Form a line! Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Alright, so I'm going to get involved in this battle. These goblins just attacked these adventurers that were trying to get into their camp. Okay, so Astarion, my rogue, is going to go ahead here. He's going to hide.
The subtle approach. On my way.
We're going to have him do a sneak attack against this bugbear over here. Alright. See, now Woody Tree Leaf is going to throw a vicious mockery at the goblin tracker here. And then he's going to climb up the rock and do a flourish attack, which misses.
Striking distance.
Alright, my wizard Gale is going to... let's use magic missile here. Alright, kill that guy.
My sickle and sword! Strike him down!
Alright, Lae'zel's gonna pull out her crossbow and shoot this bugbear. Ooh, critical hit. 12 damage. Nice.
I'm ready.
And Shadowheart.
Have to keep going.
We're gonna have her use Sacred Flame against the Goblin Tracker here. Nice. Alright, Astarion's gonna climb up these rocks. And he is going to make a melee attack against Goblin Tracker. I have him set up as a dual wielder right now. He's got 2 short swords. Alright. Woody's gonna use Vicious Mockery against the warg. Alright, yeah, let's see if we can get Gale to finish off Zakrug, the goblin boss. Nope, that was a miss.
On the move.
Alright, let's have Lae'zel put a crossbow bolt into this guy. That did it.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Alright, so obviously I'm going to loot these bodies before we go in there.
Let's have a look.
Alright, let's swap out Shadowheart's mace for a Morning Star. That's got the potential to do more damage. We're going to give Astarion these Gloves of Power that we found. They have two special things they do. One of them is Absolute's Bane. On a melee hit, possibly inflict minus 1d4 penalty on the target's attack rolls and saving throws. The other thing they do is Sleight of Hand plus 1. With him being my rogue, I definitely want him to be the one wielding that. Because Sleight of Hand is the skill that we're going to use for disarming traps, picking locks, things like that. And the rogue is the natural choice for doing those things. Alright, so let's go see what's happening inside this camp now.
Another step forward.
They should be opening the gate for us. There we go. A little bit of a delay there sometimes. Getting the gate open.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Alright, so as a persuasive bard, I'm gonna say, what's unbelievable is how we beat the goblins. You're both heroes. Alright, and I passed that roll.
And who the hell are you again?
Show some respect. This man saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
Let's say more violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
Alright, so obviously there's some tension in this camp.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm Woody Tree Elf.
Well met.
Tree Leaf, something like
I
that.
should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
These goblins, have there been many attacks like that?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
The ritual. Is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare
if nothing else.
I'll see what I can do.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
All right, cool.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
See what's going on over here.
Take them.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once. Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
You should all stay. A single blade could make a difference.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this. Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Alright, so we convinced this guy to stay and help.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Let's go see this trader over here.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
You just said the region's overrun by monsters. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Alright, so here's the trading screen. I'm gonna throw all the stuff that I don't think I'll use at this guy. I'm gonna take these gloves of missile snaring and this ring of flinging. The gloves of missile snaring will allow me to intercept missiles from ranged weapon attacks, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dex modifier. And the ring of flinging, the wearer gains a 1d4 bonus to thrown damage. So I'm gonna give that probably to Lae'zel. I'll probably also be giving her my javelins, so she'll be throwing things. Later on, if I pick up a barbarian, I may switch over to that. Alright, let's barter. Oh, there's a locked chest over here. Let's have Astarion pick the lock. Astarion's got a bunch of bonuses to sleight of hand here. So he tends to roll very well.
Let's move.
Oh, there's an arrow of lightning and some gold there. That's awesome.
Need to find a way forward.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Gonna take the ring.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Let's say tails.
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
Hold on. One coin toss doesn't prove anything.
Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it.
Let's say heads this time.
Heads it is! There. Happy?
Not yet. Flip the coin again.
Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails?
Tails.
We got tails! There. Happy?
Return the ring and leave.
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that.
So what's your side of the business?
What? I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
Alright. Real tough bugger there.
Please, let us through.
It is forbidden.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrashem, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Ooh, badass.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
I saw what happened. Why are the druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
She was caught. Foolish child. Let them judge her.
She's just a child. The druids are overreacting. I'll talk to them.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
We could have taken those gods. Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back!
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'll go where I please.
Kick back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Alright, let's go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Imprison her? She's just a child.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Sylvanas was more concerned with nobly sown seeds than punishing children, was he not? Let's see what we get here. Uh-oh, that was not a good roll. Let's try rolling again. I'll use one of my inspiration points. Ah, we did better this time.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Okay, a couple of my companions want to talk to me. When you see the exclamations over their heads, that's what that means.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Let's turn to other matters. What's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Oh. Alright, let's leave this conversation. Let's talk to Gale.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important, no less. Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we?
Not really.
Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles.
A little
Ever
bit.
since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Your illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm going to need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, and before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Where do you suggest we find the artifacts you need?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I expected as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried that he's going to take anything I actually need. You do find magic items pretty commonly in this game.
What if they try to steal from us?
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
That Kaga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
How did Kaga take over the whole grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret. I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Alright, let's go talk to Kaga.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Oh, yeah. Only a monster would threaten a child.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
I do not like this woman. Alright, let's go look for Nettie. Nettie's supposed to be the healer here. She's not in here. Maybe she's in the other room. There's Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Wait patiently.
This medicament. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing, as soon as possible.
Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Ooh, neat. Secret door.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The drow and I have the same kind of parasite.
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship. I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer
Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Alright, hand it over.
Swear it.
I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean, should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Alright, I'll find Halsin. I'd already committed to do it anyway.
It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you for joining me for this episode of my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more of my content in the future, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.